Yeah, and on that note, I think like you don't know yet who you don't know, I guess is a way to say it. But if you show up to an event, I always encourage people, it's their first time at an event, they're like, I'm really nervous, I don't know what to do. You can always begin with two simple questions, which is, what's your name and what brings you here? And then that you can follow it up with, well, what are you working on? Oh, that's interesting, can you tell me more? And when I first started networking, before I had the Lab Automators, Bay Area Lab Automators, the first couple of times it was pretty nerve-wracking to go up to a stranger and say, my name is Luis, what brings you here? But then after a while, you kind of get used to it, and you just never know what you're going to hear. And there are things that people are working on, especially in the San Francisco Bay Area, that are just the future. And you get to hear about it today. And it's really exciting. And so, I encourage people to go to networking events. Just, give yourself a tiny goal. Talk to 3, talk to 5 new people. So you see a group of people, insert yourself. Somebody will naturally ask you who you are, what do you do, what brings you here. And then, who knows? Maybe you'll meet your best friend. Maybe you'll meet your startup partner, your co-founder. Maybe you'll find a new job, or maybe you'll find a community, and that's really the goal, right? So, and communities need to be consistently available to people, so that's also part of the challenge. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you breaking it down to just introduce yourself and ask why you're here, as a way of just lowering the bar and, again, getting folks to show up, because those can be really intimidating events. I would say once you've done that a few times and you're at Luis level, then I think one thing that you do that I really appreciate is that you remember what I told you or what somebody else told you that they were doing or interested in, and then in that same evening, you then at some point will tap me on the shoulder or somebody else and say, hey, you need to talk to this person because they're also interested in this thing. Yeah. And that's where some extra addition of magic happens. Of course, not every event is going to have Luis, but I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I think some people might charge a introduction fee on that.
Oh no! Am I going to get an invoice? Is there one waiting for me?